Hey there, welcome to Big Dream Crochet. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on and watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. And if you have been watching for a while, thanks for watching again. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own Excel or Google Sheets spreadsheet to keep track of all of your inventory, of that you have of all of your crochet items. Maybe you need this for markets. That's exactly why I made myself a Google Sheet spreadsheet inventory tracker. My last video I did kind of showed you how what my market prep strategy is on how I get my inventory up and how I, make everything that I need to. So if you missed that video, you can go ahead and watch that video afterwards, or even right now too, if you're more interested in how I market prep. Definitely watch that, but this video is going to be all about how to set up your own inventory tracker, whether it's on Excel or on Google Sheets. Both programs would work. I use Google Sheets personally just because it's free with my Google account, but Excel has all of the same functions and you'll be able to do it there too. I guess before we start, make sure you're subscribed to my channel so that way you don't miss another video. Right now, I'm in the middle of market prepping and market season. That might be why, that is why my surrounding desk area is a little bit messy, because there's a lot going on, and then I have a lot of different projects that I am working on, and there's a lot of different items that I am prepping for my next market, which is in about 3 weeks. So I'm pretty sure my next video is going to be what I made for my market, and then you'll get one afterwards that is the results of my market. So yes, definitely subscribe now if you are interested in that and want to come along with me for my very first holiday market season. But without further ado, let's go ahead and make our inventory trackers. So you'll see me on the computer. I am screen sharing with you. So I'll meet you at my computer, and hopefully the audio isn't too bad or anything like that, since it was recorded on my computer's microphone. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope it's useful for you. Let's go ahead and make our inventory trackers. Okay, well, this is my Excel sheet. Let me go ahead and show you how to make your own little inventory like this. First, I'm going to give you a tour so you can see just exactly how my inventory Excel sheet works. You can use Excel, the Microsoft program, or you can use Google Sheets. I'm using Google Sheets right now, and I'm gonna say Excel instead of Google Sheets, but really I just mean the same thing. You need an online spreadsheet in order to make your own little inventory that works automatically like mine does. So first, let me go ahead and give you a tour about what my inventory looks like, what I have, and just kind of how it works. So as you can see here, hopefully you can see my little mouse on the screen. I changed it red so that you could see it. So as you can see here, I have these different tables in my inventory. So I have a yellow table, red table, a green table, this little blue one over here, and also this small purple one at the end. So the yellow table is for bags. So all of the items that I make that are bags, they all will be marked in this table right here. And then I have the red one is headwear. So any kind of like hats or accessories that you use on your head or for your hair, I put all of those items there. Then I have a plushies section. So these are all of my plushies and amigurumi that I make. I just list all of the items I have there. Then I have a miscellaneous category, which is things that don't necessarily fit into the bags, headwear, and plushies category. So here I have like some bag charms, keychains, and the AirPod pouches that I have been working on. And lastly, this little purple table at the end right here tells me the overall total for how many items I have all together from all the items in every table. They are added up here in this little box, and then I can see the total amount that those items add up to. So just from all of my market prep that I have been doing this summer, I have about 221 items that total up to about $3,500. So I'm going to go ahead and update some of these categories for you because I actually tagged all of my inventory yesterday and I got some numbers so I could update it because some of these values for some of the items are not updated to the current amount. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you, and that will kind of give you a demonstration of exactly how the spreadsheet works in keeping everything updated in a total amount for you at the end. So one thing that I need to update over here is these pocket pouches that I have been working on. I realized that I need to up the price a little bit for this item, and I also made a couple more pocket pouches. So I'm going to up the price. So I want to move it from $25 to $30. So I'm just going to replace it, $30 right here. And when I do that, I don't know if you noticed, but it went from 25 times 2 equals 50, but now it's 30 times 2 equals 60. So when I change the price, it multiplies the price by the quantity of items that I have and gives me the total group amount for this specific item. So I changed the price, which I know I wanted to do that, but I also made a couple more items too. So I actually have 5 pocket pouches now instead of 2. So I'm just going to go ahead and replace it with 5. And look, see how this category changed right here? Instead of just being $60, it's now at $150. And my overall group amount in dollars right here, that also went up as well. And so did the quantity, the overall quantity of items I have in this category. So there's an example of how that works. And I also need to update some categories in my plushie items. So for my chickens, instead of 13 chickens, I actually made 19. So I need to just update that and see that changed, and this category changed too. I just love how if you change one thing in it, it automatically changes everything else that is related to that category right there that's related to the data that you just put in. And I also need to update my pumpkins from 19 to 26. So there we go. So it changed the overall item quantity that I had and the overall group dollar amount that I had. And then let's go back and check over here. So before, my items were at $221 with $3,500, but now with the items that I just updated, you can see that this is the real total that I have, 237 items, pricing at about $3,800 now. So that's how the Excel spreadsheet works. All the data is connected. So whenever you change one thing, it's going to change all the related data, and you don't even have to do any of the extra work, which is something I really appreciate. I feel like, it's so important to keep inventory like this, but it can be really hard to do that if you're doing everything manually, which is why I really like this option of having an Excel spreadsheet, because you can just use the formulas and set everything up to move automatically on its own. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how to set that up now. If you see this Excel spreadsheet and you're like, yeah, this would be really helpful for me, let me go ahead and show you exactly how to do that. So you want to start by highlighting 4 columns. Okay, so I have A, B, C, D. Those are all selected here. And I'm just going to fill the color. I'm going to pick orange. That's going to be the theme of this example table that I am making for you. So when you have your fresh Excel or Google Sheets spreadsheet, go ahead, highlight 4 columns, and then you will pick a color that you want to be the theme of that table. And now I'm going to name this table, let's see, what do I want to do? Let's do amigurumi for the sake of the tutorial. Now I'm going to highlight the next row right underneath the columns that I just selected. We're going to change it to that same orange color. There we go. And now we're going to we're going to write in each of the 4 boxes, items. So the title of whatever item that you are putting in data for, that's going to go in that spot. Price, so this would be how much you are charging for that item. And then quantity, so that would be the number, like how many of this item do you have? And then we say total group amount. Okay. And so this is how the start of your table should look. So we know that this is the amigurumi table because we put this amigurumi title right here up at the top. If you want to do something fancy for making the title of your table right there, like if you want to make the text bigger, have it in a different font, go for it. I'm just very basic and I just want to have it like that because I associate the tables more so with colors than I do with being able to see what it says at the top. So this is our title right here. This is our amigurumi table. This is how we've set it up. And now let's go ahead and let's add in a couple items. So suppose you have made some leggy frogs. And so you're going to write in the item spot, leggy frogs. Price, let's see, I charge, I think, $12 for them. And now I have three leggy frogs. Let's say that for the sake of this example. So now this is the total group amount. So we want to see what the dollar amount is from the products in this group. So if we're selling the leggy frogs at $12 each and we have 3 of them, that means that we should have 36 in this spot. But that would be kind of tedious to have to do that for every single one of your items and just manually put it in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to press the equal button. This is how it starts getting the formula going. And Google Sheets and Excel is very intuitive. It's going to figure out what you want to do before you might even say it. So as you can see, I pressed the equal button to start the formula. And look, it already brought up the formula right here saying B3 times C3 equals 36. That's exactly what we want to do. We want to multiply the price by the quantity to get the total group amount. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in there and look, see now it has gone in automatically. You can see the little sum function up here going on. And so now if I make more, say I make 6 of them, see, it changes just like that. So it's very easy for you to automatically just update the total group amount and the quantity without having to do any math yourself, really. You just have to count how many leggy frogs you have. Okay, so that's how you input each item. And now let's say, okay, also in my amigurumi, I made some mini whales. Okay, and I'm going to sell these ones for $15 each. And I made 2 of them. Okay, so now we need to do the same thing. We're just going to press equal and look, it's like, oh, hey, do you want to do that again? That seems like a good idea. And yeah, we'll just click that and there you go. Now you've got 2 items in there. Both of them are automatically going to change the group amount whenever you change the quantity or the price. Suppose you want to raise the price of the whales. You're like, hey, actually these take me a little bit longer to make now, or I've upgraded my yarn choice and now you actually want to charge $20 for them. $20 each. There you go. And now it's changed from $30 to $40. So it's a very easy way to just automatically update your inventory and, give you a big picture of exactly what you have and what else you need to make. Okay, so now we need to make at the bottom of our table, once you're done inputting all of your items that you want in this table, at the very bottom, you're going to make another row called your overall. So this is going to mean overall quantity and then overall group amount. So I'm going to make this orange again, just so I know that this is the bottom of my table. I should probably let's make these 2 next to the overall orange as well. So that way it's just the bottom of your table. It's where it ends. So your overall amount. Now what we want to do, we want to add these 2 columns together, right? We want to add the 6 and the 2 so we can see the overall quantity that we have in this table. So what you're going to do is you're going to press equals and then you're gonna write sum, and it should pop up sum of numbers or cells. You're going to click that, and now it wants you to put in exactly which cells you want added together. So as we can see here, the quantity is under the C column, and this cell 6 is C3. So I'm going to put that in C3. And then we want that to put in your little your little colon to C4. Okay. And there we go. It's already suggesting, it's like, hey, I think we know the answer to this. So once you select all of your cells that are in the quantity column, you're just going to press enter. Boom. There you go. So now you have the sum formula working for you in this cell, saying that 6 plus 2 equals 8. Let's also do the same thing for the group amount. You're going to press equal, and it might already suggest oh, look, yep, it is suggesting right now. It says like, hey, we think that maybe this would work for you right here. Based on what you did in this other cell, we think that this will be right for you. So go ahead, click the first one that pops up, $112. That seems about right for 72 plus 40. And there you go. So now you know the overall quantity, which is 8, for all of the items in your amigurumi table. And now you know the overall group amount of money in your amigurumi table, which would be $112. And so now suppose you want to go back and add in an item. You're like, oh wait, I forgot to add my chickens in. Hold on. So you're going to highlight the bottom 3, the overall cell and the totals. You're going to highlight the bottom 3, and you're going to move them down 1. There we go. And so now you have this extra space right here to add in your new item. So I'm going to say my chickens, I sell them for $16 each. And so far I've made 3. And now we're just going to add in the equal sign. And it's saying, hey, we know what you want to do. Bam. There's the price. But now you need to go back and edit these ones right here, the overall totals. So we want it now, instead of ending at C4, because that was the mini whales, right? We need to bring it down to C5. So you're just going to double click into the formula, and instead of C4, we're going to have it be C5. Perfect. And then you're going to do the same thing here. You're going to change it from D4 to D5. And I have 160 and the added totals right there. There you go. See, it's pretty easy. And now if you want to make, maybe you want to make like the overall total at the end where it shows you the total from all the tables that you have and all of the money from each table, what does that add up to? Kind of like my little purple one at the end over here. So I want to show you how to make this one, but in order to do that, we need to add in another table. So I'm going to go ahead and add in just another table. This will be, let's see, bags. I'm going to highlight the 4. This one's going to be this pink color. And then I need to highlight these ones again. Another pink color. And now we'll say item, price, quantity, and total group amount. Okay, and I'm just going to say, oh, I made a checkered bag. I'm going to sell that for $30. I have one of them, so I need to have my group amount right here. We want to do, yeah, multiply. There we go. I forgot what it was called for a second. Multiply product of 2 numbers. I'm surprised it didn't want me to, it didn't suggest it for me. Okay, so this is how I've gotten it. There we go. So I got that set up. Now let's do the overall at the bottom. And I just have one item in that table, so the overall quantity would just be one item. And then we're going to do the same thing, sum. There we go. Got to make these pink, so let me do that. Okay, so now you have your two tables, and you want to make the little overall table that shows you the overall quantity and the overall amount of money that all of your items add up to. That's what we're going to do here. So I like to call this one overall items. That would be the quantity of items, and then this overall price. Okay, so for overall items, basically we just want to add the overall category that's at the bottom of each of your tables for the quantity one, for the quantity column. We want to add those together into this cell right here. So let me highlight these ones and give them a color so you can see it better. We're going to do this like purple color. Okay, so underneath the overall item column that you have just made right here, you're going to press equal, and then you're going to write sum because you want to add some numbers together. And when it comes up sum, a series of numbers or cells, yes, that's the formula we want to use. And now what I like to do when doing this, I'm going to press the command button on my computer. That's what it is on Mac. It might be Alt or Control. You will probably know what it is when you want to click a bunch of different cells and have them be all grouped together. That's what we're about to do. So I'm going to hold command down on my computer, and I'm going to come and press, okay, I want this cell right here to be added to the total, and also this one. And then I'm just going to press enter. There we go. So now you can see 11 plus 1 equals 12. So overall, we have 12 items together in these tables. And now for the overall price, we're going to do the same thing. Press equal, sum, with the sum formula, hold down your control or command button, and you're going to press the overall total group amount cell that's at the bottom of your table. So it'd be 160 here, and then 30 over here. And then once you're done pressing all the cells that you want added into the overall price, press enter, and there you go. It added them together. So 160 plus 130 is 190. So that is how you put together your own Excel document. You can make as many tables as you want, have as many items as you want, as long as you set everything up the right way. Every time you change one thing, it should automatically correspond to any other data. So I wonder what would happen here if I sold my checkered bag and I'm like, oh wait, I have 0 now. There we go. See how everything changed, how the overall quantity went down and the overall group amount went down and the total went down there and over here. I just love how everything just is connected together. So when you make one change, you don't have to go through each set of data that you have and change it manually again. You can just make one small change and then everything else changes. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial and that you make your own Excel spreadsheet now, and you're able to just have a better idea of exactly what you want to make and how much inventory you really do have. I think that can be a big struggle if you don't have something like this, is knowing exactly what you have and what you need to make next. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found this little tutorial very helpful to you and your market prep strategy. If you have a market coming up, tell me about how you've been preparing for it. Are you excited? Are you nervous? I am definitely a little nervous for my market that's in 3 weeks, but I'm also very excited because I've been prepping for this market since like right after my first one in July. So it's been a long time coming, and I'm excited to see my hard work come to fruition by being in this market. So yes, definitely share with me what your market plans are, and maybe if you have additional market prep inventory tracker tips, or if you just have any tips about market inventory, leave those in the comments, because I know I personally always like to look through the comments on my favorite YouTube videos to see what other people are saying as well. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you found it useful, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that way you don't miss all of my market videos that are going to be coming out very soon. But I hope you have a great rest of your week. I hope your inventory is way more organized after this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!